Certainly he was for the ages. For if ever there was a voice declaiming the American conscience, it was Martin Luther King Jr. Quote after quote of this man's utterings are replete with a morality rarely resident in the most spiritual of human beings, wherever on earth men such as he have appeared. Indeed, it is hard to imagine so exquisite a human being once walked among us, once broke bread with many who still remember, and lay dying in full sight on a motel balcony after someone shattered his brain. History is replete with such human beings being murdered because they called humanity to the truth. Socrates, Jesus Christ, Joan of Arc, Mahatma Gandhi, all brutally murdered by either the state or crazed individuals. In the case of King, the transcendent Martin Luther King Jr., there were forces in the land that could not let him live, so powerful were his cadences. He spoke of love, forgiveness, charity, and hope. He relegated violence to the human wilderness where such belonged, only to hear it shatter his life seconds before he died. In a speech the day before he died, he seemed to know his life would soon end. So one wonders what might have been his thoughts the night before he died. My muse and I have wandered into this private space of his, for which there is no physical record, and have tried to give this so very great man ambience, space, and the verbal rendition of thoughts. We had visited with him half a century before and came forth with a long poem, The Parted Eyes of Martin, so memorably set to music by the composer Olga Goreli. Where then I was conflicted, I blessed you were alive, I cursed you set in motion. In this visitation, with me twice the age of the first writing, there was no such ambiguity. He was my brother, my son, my mentor, as he has become for so very many in this human race of ours. For the ages, my dearest Martin, for the ages. And to you, James Peeples, deepest affection for making this man live again for so very brief a time, for making the beauty of his spirit and his voice again reach us from the nascent world of immortality where he now resides.
They were but two of them, black men in terror from the cold, and so they put themselves, and as it turned, that monster mécanique, and as it turned, it clawed, it ate them into iron, so blood and seed and darkened hair became all one. The men were dead, the men were dead. How could I not come here to sing upon their bones? You mattered, men, you mattered. You were a son, a father, a lover, and all the two of you. And so you died, the squalor of hot metal, so other men could dine on steak, while your little children had nothing in a festive box that emptied every day. And how could I not come here? How could I not? Oh, all of you whose skin are mine, how can they not so know we scream in likened pain? We put our blood the same in spring, the same in winter, and all of you who do enslave us, why do you hate us? Why do you not see that God are in our face the same he is in you? How can you look the young of us and say you are condemned to haul our refuse, one place another, it go to smoldered smoke. Yes, and yes, were here I need take these two black brothers, did not so die. Forget, remember us, remember us. Were it the voice, my father, these windows blue and gold, I first knew that God was God, and all things the laughter of a child, the hollow neck a woman, were all from him, and there I was to put my truth. The wretched songs of history. If not be God, then what can we aspire from jungles to great cities, more and more and more? I know will come a time, I know, when all are done and we can kiss on golden beds, each the other, sister, brother, brother, sister, I lift not hand against you, but do caress your face, and nevermore in violence, but poetry and grace and longing. Be with me till I die, be with me, the sun are be no more, all are dust, are layered one planet to another. How many, O God, how many these two young men, for young they were, whatever were their years, will not again be eaten, black metal teeth to make them a shredded earth? I wish I could remember those decades when first I knew your name, when first you said, young Martin, lay down your all and follow me. For I have roads you must incur, and paths you must embrace, men, women, children you must smile upon. They know you are from me. Martin, Martin, did you say, Martin, lay down your all and follow me on roads and bridges, pulpits red with blood? Buses, cars, and trains, wooden signs that scream of insurrection, they will not do. They will not do. He was like me, a man as brown as earth, and in that elemental grace where truth that no one could deny. He was brave in nakedness, a beacon dispossessed, and said to all, raise not your hands and do not kill. Face all oppression, you would a mirror in your face. Strike not, kill not, uplift but your head, that creature who you are. Walk firstly in the sun, and do not scream to any, but sing, but sing, but sing. I am a human being, and so I love, respect what you are too as me. He was a brother, and did that empire fear him as none no other, for God was in his mouth, God was in his mouth, and so he was so murdered, one of his own who could not think the way to peace or love. I thank you much, my Gandhi. I thank you much. What can it profit any to cut and sever flesh? What can you say, so free me, yet hold a gun, a knife, a noose of rope, your answer? No, better yet and more, a great embrace, brother, sister, fellow, friend. Come with me to the promised land where all God's children laugh and sing to all equality. I know, as so did he, all of those who hate, whose reason in the sun exterminate, but history will leave them, 'cause all we know are injustice be transcendent. Oh, little man with cotton on your legs and glasses on your face, are Jesus in your soul? Are Jesus who so animate us one the other? A brown man such as me, a brown man in the sun whose name be transcend. It was to me, so always was to me, the nurture of my mother, the nurture of my father, that love was all there is. Love and love and love. What are we? We upon this planet, but splendor in a dying sun, splendor in our nakedness that cling each other, love and love and love. There are no force, the breath we utter that so enrapture all, but love and love and love. And yet in much we do, we are deny the force, our brothers and our sisters, 'cause skin are varied shaded, 'cause what we utter are music different in its base. We are the same. We are the same. We need of water and sun and rain. We need a man and woman to procreate, to bring more beauty. Here and here and here. And yet we do deny, and yet we do articulate, and yet we hurt and we legislate, so we are not the other. With every being we have in the act of love, we should hover in justice, pain, and misery. These are our own, these are our people, these are the sons and daughters of the living God, who are among us always and forever. And so we must, in never violence and pain, we must oppose all that would separate us, laws and churches and rank municipalities that would us hasten one against the other. Am I a dreamer? Am I, Martin, a dreamer not of this earth, where so many labor not? This heed the words of God. Am I a dreamer? Say, one day the ark will be complete. One day we all will look another and see that beauty that are in us. It are so fine, so easy, this so easy it are from him. He was so near his death, Love you, love you one another, and as the sun, the moon cannot never be, you will so kill your brother and your sister, for we are conscious porcelain from earth to such perfection, to earth again, another create. Pain that this could be, yes, pain that some are murdered, yes, but what are at the end that place? But brotherhood and sisterhood, the laughter, little children. They look at me, these brave young men, as if I were an eon artifact with alphabets of sand. What say, what say? Bow down and kneel. Kiss they who would appease you, and bare your skin for them to fire upon. Love them, love them, love them as they hate you, kill you, and rape all female flesh that are your immortality. I say not this, young men, I say not this, I say you say, love all who are your enemy, and take their hands, so will be whips no more, but love and love and love. And they look at me in withering they look at me, now my enemy, now my enemy to them. How can I show them love when hate are all they know? How can I tell them these are good, these men, and you must bind their hurt, but so resist their hate, your only weapon, love and love and love. How can I share them Jesus' last moments of his life? When did he say his Father, forgive them, they know not what they do, and they stare me with frozen eyes. My God, why have you forsaken me? I know, in end nor bullets, knives, or rope can murder all to silence. But how can I tell them this? Their eyes are much betrayed. Oh, Jesus, when you were victor, and 3 days more they cried to murder you. You never lost. You never lost. Young men, young men, young men, believe what you are taught. The arms and legs, your mother and your father. And do not murder. Murder, for that are be extinction. For that are be extinction. Are you afraid, Martin? Martin, afraid? You are a man, a star upon his head, both loved and hated, both wished that he were dead, not live, but dead. How can I sit here, the darkest honesty of God, and say I fear not the coffin where all I am to be repast, the melody of worms, where are the spark so lit for all that I have read, ignite no more, in words, in words, in words. No more caress a woman's flesh, no more to enter and expel what are divinity within us. Martin, 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 can you contemplate a world where you are not because you listen to those before you who also feel the cross, the knife, the noose. And then I look and say, none that I can do, if this my fate to be, none that I can do. Will any yet remember me? Will any walk I did? Will any? Yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, great thousands on covered bridges, asphalt sidewalks, storefront windows, colored do not enter, as if we were disease. That I will die, I will, that any will remember me, who then can ever care? If children intermingle and see beyond their skins, you are my friend. You are my friend. So breathe now, Martin, and do not fear. Whatever years you have, your God will not forsake you, for he is there in every field and every meadow you may never walk upon. Your name have no import, your memory no grace, 'cause this vast universe were here before and after. Martin, Martin, Martin. Daily as I all of my life, the perfection of this being in all he daily do, in all he do confront, perfection, grace, and excellence. For who no more than Michelangelo, Bach, and Shakespeare, the canticles of spirit, the canticles what lift us to the heavens and give us strength to here confront intolerance and greed, and make us take the each the other and war what do destroy the very glory that we are. How can we go in foreign soil and burn them free of life, 'cause politic commit? How can we go there? How can we do the air and all what are nefarious to kill our sisters and our brothers? We all have seen such barbarism on film. Children in the gutter, steady, happy on their mothers' breasts. Young men, young women, shattered, torn, and lifeless, stead there, each other's arms, another life create. How can we do this? How can we war and war the flesh of one another? Martin, Martin, God did call you witness. What do we do his treasure? God did call you. What do we do one the other? Rise up, I say, and tear down signs, spit laws that are unjust, cry out, these lowliest among us, we will not do again. we will not do again. Desert churches, what piety, what did confront for centuries the bondage of black men, what did conform. Discourse, the words of he who founded as if he walked their door again. For now, my brother, they would again him naked on a cross, and walk and march and sing and spill your seed in ecstasy that hate will be no more, that they who do enslave us will have no just enrapture. They are white and you are black. Sing now, my brothers and sisters, sing now, those years I will not be here. Sing now, so some remember there was a man named Martin who loved, who loved, who loved. Oh, can it be, O Martin, oh, can it be, all men are brothers, and here an infinity of love will so possess them they will not harm. And who came this barbarism they? Any. Here your dream impossible, you said today, I have a dream, I have a dream. Oh, Martin, 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 you always knew the urgency of love, that as it summons seamen, each part of us will fill the world, an escapade of hope. Martin, 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 will the dreams of Gandhi, Christ, and Rumi so animate us all? We burn intensity. We make white garlands to put upon the necks of black men, so they can too parade sans fear, sans love, sans hope. Martin, 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 will the sea impart, and as the foam it jetsam wash all the world, hatred, shame, despair. Will we dance, O Martin, dance on streets new paved of love, stead holy hours, and hot white lead that kill? Oh, Martin, 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 will all God's children sing in not abandon, but hands and fingers joined, the sweat of one another? Martin, 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 weep now no more. Live children are put on molten earth, but making altars rank. Where do they totter, laugh, and make us all? We did, we did, we did. Oh, Martin, 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 sing a red epiphany, all creatures walk the earth, not fear, but love in the transcendent, love in golden universe where violence are but wind, bring water to the earth. Martin, 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 watch fires, make blue heat, what sketch upon our nakedness. We do believe that God walk among us, that God is what we are. we are to one another. Martin, 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 imbibe, I pray. Jesus, 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 you did not die in vain. You did not cough last blood. You, that world that mocked you, but looked upon a sea of men, of women, and of children who knew, who knew, who knew. Ralph, my friend, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow.